Yeah, that's crazy. Let's see. Yeah, this is fight week, man. Definitely excited about this. They got a lot going on right now. I just put up a post yesterday saying how boxers were talking more about Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. Then Tank come out and say, the promotion was been trash. Yeah, I know it has. I know it has. Wasn't even checking in like that. I noticed that from the jump though. I was like, okay, fight getting close. Yeah, I definitely noticed that. But it's the Canelo effect. I noticed something yesterday I was gonna talk about. Definitely from what I seen, people saying it's more than one. If we believe in cherry picking, there's more than one person cherry picking right now. Definitely more than one. But yeah, it is definitely some cherry picking going on. But it's more than one person cherry picking right now. If that's yeah. But yeah, I said the promotion was kind of behind, man. Like Tank said yesterday, it wasn't really being talked about as much a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, I definitely agree on what he's saying, but I don't know what he's saying it from. Like, what point is he trying to make from it? What's up, Jay Will? Yeah, man. What's going on? You doing all right today, man? I had said yesterday on the post that I was like, dang, Tank them talking about Ryan them too much. He got a fight coming up. And yeah, yesterday he said the promotion was bad and stuff. I don't know about bad, but I feel like he could have used his like the biggest store the biggest stories he had this year. Oh yeah, I am too. I'm ready. That fight card lit. I'm definitely ready for that fight card. There's a lot going on right now. I'm ready for that fight. Yeah, this the one I've been waiting on. And Matias fighting too. So we gotta watch both of those at the same time. You gonna watch both of them at the same time, or what you gonna do? You gonna watch one at a time and then wait to watch the other one later? How you gonna watch that Matias fight, Jay Will? I'm gonna have to have both of them on. Yeah, I want to see that fight too. Yeah, the whole fight card stat though. Like even the prelims stat too for Tank card. They got a lot of people on there. Oh yeah. Appreciate that, man. I forgot you had that ticket. Yeah, you remember that day we were talking about that? Cause I was like, it might be David Amnesia, but that's what I picked. But I was saying either him or Rashidi Ellis. Yeah, David Amnesia, he a good fighter. Definitely gonna watch that. I don't know. From what I'm seeing around last time, from what I seen last time, it's gonna be on the same time. He might fight. He might end up fighting around the same time Benavidez fight or something. But from what I seen last time, it's gonna be on the same time. When those DAZN Puerto Rico fights be on, it be around the same time. Even though the time zone is different. I don't know why. But maybe they might do it different, knowing that these two fights gonna be on. It should be bad to catch though. I don't know who gonna get upset this weekend. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna try to watch both of them. But I'm gonna definitely be watching that Tank fight too. It's only gonna be one fight that I'm gonna be looking at on that Matia card. I'll check the rest of them out later. So if he fighting during a reset or uh, a break, that'll work out. But I want to see Adamas go out there and get a victory. He might get upset. I don't know. He probably got the toughest fight on the card. I know Benavidez fight still tough. Um, Obviously with Frank Martin and Tank Davis, that's still a good fight. It's starting to build up a little bit more too, so it's a good fight if you look at the styles and everything. And we get to see how Tank look after taking a long break. After 14 months. So he definitely gonna be able to show us a lot. If he can hop in there with Shakur Stevenson or Loma soon, after taking a long time off like this, that'll be good. Yeah, I figured that. Horrible time. And that fight like 3 or 4 hours behind the Tank Davis fight. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, so Tank might fight it probably. I don't know, 30 minutes after that probably. Yeah, me too. Yeah, I definitely want to see that fight. These dudes talking about stopping each other. So I'm definitely trying to see how that fight goes. The only thing I'm kind of mad about, I wanted to see Stephen Fulton fight, but it's all good. That Mark Messiah fight gonna be all right, but I wanted to see Stephen Fulton fight. But Tank Davis, man, if he can go in there stop Frank Martin. You know, it might not be a statement to a lot of people, but it'll be a statement though. Especially after a long break. You know, Frank Martin got some big wins. He definitely got a lot to prove too, so this ain't no easy fight for both of these guys. Especially Benavidez. You know, Benavidez moving up to 75. He got a tough fight too. A lot of people picking him to get beat. Yeah, I know. I know. 15 rounds. That's crazy. And he got a cut. Nah, he ain't got no cut. Yeah, they be messing up the game like that. Yeah. Real talk. I already know what you mean. That used to happen to me, bro, a while back. Yeah, it used to happen to me all the time. These guys used to put out so much fake information. That's why somebody said, I put out that video of Tyson Fury drunk. Somebody said, that's not Tyson Fury. I just put, I never clickbait. I don't never put out no clickbait. That's the only thing I get offended by when somebody say, I put out clickbait. It don't happen much, but oh my God. That's horrible. That's wild. Mm. Yeah. Yeah, it make me, yeah, that stuff like that give me a hard time. You know what I'm saying? Cause then they'll say, "Oh, you're lying." Yeah, I be feeling the same way. I know what you mean. Yeah, that happened to me a lot. That happened to me when I earlier this year. I had got a story where it was a big news outlet. They said that Canelo will be fighting Crawford, Benavidez, then Munguia. And I already had the story put out that he was gonna fight 3 times this year. So I was like, "Oh, this is real." So I went and reported the story. It was fake. I'm like, "Here we go, man." So I don't do that no more. I just get my own information. I don't put everything out because a lot of this stuff be clickbait now. Yeah, a lot of this stuff be clickbait. Definitely. So I definitely know what you mean. But the fans like that stuff though. So that's why me and you we ain't gonna listen to that stuff, but other fans they go with it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I wasn't started back then, but I've been starting lately. Yeah. If I don't know something for sure, I put rumor. Like, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna give a good example. Like when the Gary Russell information came out about him leaving Matchroom, I put rumor. When they was like he gonna fight Brandon Lee, I was like rumor. When they said he was gonna fight somebody else, I was like rumor. When they said he was gonna fight Alberto Pulo, I was like true. So I'll tell you if it's true or if it's a rumor. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they definitely got that wrong. Yeah, I don't put out dates unless I know for sure. You know what I'm saying? I knew they was building up that fight with Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford got a lot of backlash for that fight too, because, and that's a good point you pulled up, because when he fought David Avenesian, people gave him a lot of flack, even though he hadn't fought in a long time. And after that, they kept changing the date from spring, then the summer. Oh yeah, he a beast. Yeah, he definitely a beast. He definitely is a beast. You know, he got a little bit of Tim Zoo, he got that Tim Zoo kind of style. He's a little more athletic though. Things like that. Yeah, he a problem though. That's gonna be a good fight. That fight was supposed to be on that Tim Zoo card. They took it off though. Allegedly, some other stuff happened. I don't know. I can't get into all that, but it was taken off because of some reason. But yeah, he a problem. He got some hands. That's somebody I think that's gonna show out. Him and a guy like Xander Zayas, that'll probably be an excellent fight probably a year or two from now. Yeah, he's slept on right now. He's a sleeper. He gonna surprise a lot of people. A lot more people gonna be talking about him next year or two. Trust me. Yeah, he got some hands. Accurate, got a lot of speed, a lot of power, pretty strong. So yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of fighters. Just gotta get in the ring, man. A lot of guys just haven't fought a lot lately. Just gotta fight a little bit more. But yeah, I haven't seen him fight in a while, so I'm gonna be surprised how good he got, how much better he got. So I haven't seen him or I think I seen Kyron Davis fight recently though. Yeah, I did see him fight recently. Yeah, that's gonna be a good fight though. That whole card, like the prelims, everything, it's gonna be stacked. Uh, I'm hearing that he ain't messing with him. He's saying he ain't messing with him. Uh, something like that. It got something to do with the Ryan Garcia situation. He feel like since they ain't allegedly, hold that situation in good light, or that situation didn't go well, so he like, I don't want to mess with them. Yeah, I didn't really think they was drug testing for the fight anyways, from what I understood. I don't really know if he is or not, you know what I'm saying? I don't know for sure. I heard that allegedly he's not, but as far as I know, he is, if it is going on. I just know from what I heard, Jay Will, Frank Martin said that he is. He said, I'm going through the process. I got it going on. So if he's going through it, hopefully the tank is, as far as I know. I don't think it'll make much of a difference. I don't think Tank Frank Martin juicing or nothing like that. Not as far as I don't think so. This is you know what I'm saying? If it happened, I don't know. It could be something you could you know, probably bring up later on if something weird happened, but as far as I know, nah, he does have a rematch clause. I do for sure know that. If Frank Martin win this fight, it's gonna be a rematch. That's the I think that's more weird than a rehydration clause. I said they got a rematch. So if Frank Martin wins this fight, they gotta go in a rematch. That's crazy to me. A rematch? We're gonna see. We definitely gonna see. But yeah, I was hearing some fans saying yesterday that Tank Davis, basically they were saying Tank Davis, and if anybody know, I'm hard on every boxer equally. I don't give anybody passes. They get equal opportunity over here. You know what I'm saying? But I was hearing fans yesterday. They were saying how Benavidez is something. I forgot what they said. They was taking shots at Benavidez, so I was like, okay, that's weird. You know what I'm saying? Why is he getting backlash right now? Obviously, everybody has criticism about Tank Davis. They criticize the top boxers as far as like the guys who's considered the face at the time. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, there was. Hold on, I forgot what happened in that situation. I don't want to be wrong about that. Somebody turned down a rematch. I did a video on that. I can't remember. It might have been Loma or Tio. One of them guys turned down a rematch. I could look it up right now. I don't think it was a clause, but somebody didn't want to run it back, so I did that video not too long ago. I forgot who it was. Yeah, I'm gonna end up watching it. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely watch it. I'm gonna definitely watch it. Like Frank Martin said, Tank gonna do some extra stuff and try to psych him out, do certain things before the fight, but Tank is excellent at doing certain stuff to get under your skin before the fight happens. He always pushes somebody in the weigh-in, so I'm expecting one push. If they got Vegas bets on if Tank gonna push Frank Martin at the weigh-in or not, if the just bet one. If they talking about one shove or something like that, he good for one of those. He pushed Rolly, Eastside Cruz. When he pushed Eastside Cruz, I was like, man, what's going on? Yeah, he didn't show up to the grand arrivals when they at Vegas when they walk through like the casino area, hotels, and all the fans be out there. He didn't show up yesterday. A lot of people say he got to lose weight and stuff like that. I don't think that's the issue. I think he's just trying to play mind games. You know what I'm saying? It's fight week. Certain people do things different. So, like Tank coach, he said it the best way. Like, I stopped trying to figure out what he be doing. Whatever he do, I just know when it's time to fight, it's time to fight. He gonna be on weight. But he ain't show up though. It's certain guys do mind things like that, especially Tank. He gonna do some mind tricks like that. That's gonna happen. So I wasn't really surprised. I was gonna I could have made a story about it, but I was like, You know, he do things like that. I actually thought he would have did more up until this point, but I guess he said, you know, instead of me showing up, just let Frank Martin get all the attention. Let me try to you know, put the pressure on him during fight week. Oh yeah. Hey, he might show up late today. AJ Will Tank might show up late today. Like, man, you know what? Hey man, y'all lucky I'm here, man. Hurry up, man. Don't quote me, but he might say something like that. If he does, I'm gonna clip this part. uh hey, you remember when Manny was I remember what fight it was when Manny was in the back and they was watching the Boston Celtics play somebody or something like that. I forgot what fight that was. Yeah, fights happen like that. That Gunner fight happened like that. When he was back there yawning, like, oh, I was like, oh, he done. This dude ain't even warming up. It's wild when they play it back now. I'm like, man, this dude ain't even warming up. He was cold. I feel looked it up now. I ain't never seen that. That's hilarious. Flying carpet. Oh. uh, I got it right here. Due to the flying carpet. That's hilarious. Oh, I ain't never seen this one. It came out on the flying carpet. Yeah, man, they do the ring walks. I thought these do the ring walk. They were good. Hey, he came came out on a flying carpet. That's crazy. Yeah, I never seen that. That's hilarious. Yeah, he would. Yeah. I seen Ben Whitaker, man. Them videos with him, they be having like 10 million views. So yeah, I definitely believe that. A flying carpet. That's hilarious. Yeah, his ring walking Saudi would be crazy. Dude, you saying that like Tank gonna do something like that now. Now you gonna give high expectations. You gonna make it for high expectations for Tank. Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, man, I seen people yesterday mentioning things about Tank Davis as far as obviously we say we want to see him fight better competition. We say that about everybody. But more so Tank because he's the younger guy who's oh yeah, he had athleticism, power, and speed. Most definitely. He had a better chin than what Amir Khan had too. Amir Khan has some speed, but he ain't got no chin, man. And fighting Canelo ain't help. But a lot of people think that, from what I'm seeing now, though, it seems like a lot of fans seem like it's a difference between what Tank and Canelo is doing. As far as I've seen over the last year, Tank and Canelo just doing the same thing. I don't know why it's hard for fans to understand that they doing the same playbook. I mean, you can't be mad at Tank Davis and then not be mad at Canelo, or you can't be mad at, or you can't be mad at Canelo and not be mad at Tank Davis. They doing the same thing. They fighting guys where they want to fight. They picking and choosing. Exactly. Until I see Tank Davis step in the ring with a guy like Loma or something like that, I can't really hang with none of that. Because I'm hearing now recently, fans are like, yeah, man, Tank cherry picking. If you consider that cherry picking, then Canelo doing the same thing. Ain't nobody begging him to fight no Munguia. Nobody. You know what I'm saying? We talking about these guys got divisions with the most talent, and they picking guys that, the large percentage of fans ain't picking. Yeah, man. Even when I did a live on that, rehydration clause on Rocky Fielding. Insane. Oh, wait until you hear the story I got today. Oh man. You won't believe what you won't believe what, man, wait till today, man. I was gonna do a video before I got on here. Wait until you hear the next guy they try to get Canelo to fight at a catch weight. Insane. Yeah, he had a rehydration clause on Rocky Fielding, man. It said Rocky Road. Actually, what that is funny. Yeah, Rocky Fielding on rehydration clause. That ain't. He was already a skinny guy. Then I pulled up the picture. Man, that picture. You talking about the picture I pulled up, Jay Will? Man, that picture I had of Rocky Fielding. He looked like a skeleton. He was already a skinny guy. Uh, Sergey Kovalev too. I put out a story about Kovalev a couple of weeks ago. He was saying how Canelo their weight scale was different from the one he had, and he was still on weight because he lost so much weight at the second weigh-in and everything else. Yeah, it was a lot going on. But yeah, overall, man, Tank Davis, he does the same kind of stuff that Canelo does. That's why it's kind of funny that's why fans ain't gonna really understand what's going on because they trying to play sides so much. And then I'm hearing people take shots at Benavidez. Like, why is Benavidez getting criticized for wanting to fight the best? Like, that don't make any sense. Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But the fans can't get mad when they both doing the same thing. I heard Canelo fans just going at Tank like, yeah, man. I'm like, bruh, he picking who he want, just like Canelo doing. He doing rehydration clause just like Canelo. I mean, y'all say Canelo the face, so why he can't do the same thing Canelo doing? Y'all say it's about the numbers. Tank getting the numbers. He getting the knockouts. Canelo ain't even getting the knockouts no more. And we give him, we gave him a pass on that. Canelo ain't getting no knockouts. And people still call him the face of boxing, but he ain't getting no knockouts. And then, in America, we always hard on our fighters like that. We don't get nobody no passes. See, that's what everybody don't understand. And that's a deep conversation. But over here, we expect our guys to fight the best. I don't know about everywhere else. From what I seen, they don't put pressure on their fighters to fight the best. I'm just gonna keep it a thousand. All these other countries, they don't make their fighters fight the best. We do over here. That's what's going on over here in Boston. Yeah, it was. It was. I feel like he could have stopped John Ryder if he wouldn't have got hurt. People always say, I feel like he could have, if I'm gonna be honest. If he wouldn't have got hurt. Especially when I look back on it now, but yeah, Caleb Plant, man, he ain't been stopping nobody like that. Billy Joe Saunders, I think, got stopped. Caleb Plant. Um, you know, I was hoping he would have got Triple G out of there, but especially the third time. But he was saying he fought him hurt, so that was a waste. But yeah, man, he's not getting knockouts like that. So I understand the pressure that we put on Tank Davis. They don't understand that because they're trying to play sides like that. That's why I don't like when fans trying to join in on certain things that's going on in boxing. They'll be like, "Oh yeah, Tank cherry picking." See, y'all don't understand why certain people saying that and why certain people can't say that because you're actually okay with all these guys cherry picking. You know what I'm saying? I'm noticing that now. They don't put no pressure. Like right now, you don't hear people putting on pressure on anyway. Like, man, you need to fight Tank. Like, I'm talking about his fans. You do not hear anyway fans talking about, hey man, you need to fight Tank Davis. We don't want to see these other guys fight Tank Davis. You don't hear them saying that, so it's different kind of pressure. A lot of these people they don't want to see their fighters fight the best or be great. They just want to see these guys get knockouts. That's why I'm saying the pressure be different. People do not understand that about boxing. When we tell our fighters to fight the best and you cherry picking, it's because we got a certain standard of boxing. But these guys, they just want to do that. As far as, oh yeah, I'm gonna join in on Tank Davis saying that. Nah, you can't do that. You need to worry about what Canelo's doing. Y'all let him get away with that for years. Now Canelo, 33, 34 years old, they like, oh yeah, man, he declining. He's declining. And Floyd fought him at 36. And people wonder why why I say Floyd should have never fought Canelo. They talking about Canelo declining at 33 and Floyd fought him at 36. So according to what they saying, according to their standards, Floyd should have never fought him at 36 because Canelo ain't gonna be doing stuff like that. Or he shouldn't, according to what they saying. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. So they don't even know why we put pressure on Tank. It's because we do that over here. They don't do that over there. Like nobody asked him anyway to fight Tank Davis. None of his fans asked him to do that. To do that. None of them. They try to join in on certain things they don't know about. Y'all don't know why we asking Tank to fight these guys and all that other stuff. People just starting to find out about sparring stories and stuff like that. Like, oh, this guy sparred this guy. Of course he did. I mean, they've been boxing 20 years. I mean, the dude been fighting 20 years. You said he don't run from no smoke, so obviously he has boxed most of these guys. That's what he said, right? Certain things shouldn't surprise you in boxing. But yeah, they don't know why we put pressure on Tank Davis. That's why I laugh at some of these people. That's when you know, like, oh, you just a fan of Tank. You just start watching Tank. So okay, that makes sense. If you've been watching Tank 10 years, you ain't finna sit up here and say, well, yeah, I'm just okay with this fight. That means you just started watching Tank Davis. They can't fool me. You know what I'm saying? I got people in my family that do that. Like I ain't been watching Tank Davis all these years. They explaining to me why he should fight, why this fight okay and nah. I mean, this is a fight I asked for, but I'm talking about overall from what y'all ain't finna be sitting here asking 24 and 25-year-olds to fight the guys who are supposed to be boogeymen and everything else. Oh, he a boogeyman. But guys who's almost 30 years old, they ain't fighting no boogeyman. Nah, the math on that ain't that's that's not good on that. That don't make no sense. That's crazy. That don't make no sense. Dudes are 24, 25 years old, and they gotta fight boogeyman. And mind you, you can go back on people's resumes. Dudes weren't doing that. They gotta fight boogeyman. But guys who are, that's why I said the standard ain't right. The standard ain't right. And if you're a Tank fan, you should understand the pressure that we putting on. Bruh, we've been putting on pressure on Floyd Mayweather. We was asking Floyd to fight the best. Floyd was like almost 40 years old. We asked Floyd to fight the best still. These dudes ain't even 30 years old yet. And everybody like, oh, why y'all putting pressure on these dudes? Like, man, quit. Get your tail from between your legs. Like, what are you talking about? How long you been watching boxing? I can't criticize Tank, but Canelo and Floyd can get talked about. Man, who y'all think bro is? Like for real. These people insane out here. Oh, why? These people, bro, get out of here, man. It was dudes who was fans of Floyd Mayweather, diehard fans of Floyd Mayweather that said, hey man, Floyd need to fight somebody. He need to fight a big name. A lot of people didn't like certain fights he picked. And that's what people don't understand. It was people back then asking Floyd to fight guys like man, big names. That's what people don't understand. Boxing's starting to get soft, man. We can't even ask the best fighters to fight the best no more. We asked Floyd to fight the best for 20 years. Now Canelo and Tank, they supposed to be the faces of boxing. We asking them, hey man, you can fight the best. Oh man, y'all hating on Tank. Y'all hating on Canelo. Man, bro, y'all don't get up out of here with all that, bro. Please, man. Please. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand that, man. That thinking is backwards. That's why I said boxing. That's how you know people ain't really been watching boxing for a long time. You can tell, and the biasness is alive and well. It's gonna be a long summer. It's gonna be a long summer. A lot of guys gonna end up looking regular, and people gonna sit up here and be like, "Oh, why did this happen?" It's 50-50 fights, man. It happens. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they don't like, and this is one of those places where that just, well, we just don't like narratives over here. You know what I'm saying? We like real news. The real story is better than the fake one. You know what I'm saying? You know, the real story is better than the fake one. He said King Ryan. Man, please let me annoy you. You do not want me to talk about Ryan Garcia. Trust me. Leave that conversation alone. Ryan Garcia is Adrian Broner 2.0. Ryan Garcia is just like Adrian Broner. And ain't nobody saying nothing. Please leave that conversation alone. You said Ryan was innocent. He's in jail, bro. He got locked up. He got arrested. You know what I'm saying? Ryan Garcia he's done. He's Adrian Broner Jr. He worse than Adrian Broner. Ryan Garcia is worse than Adrian Broner. Y'all the same fans that'll sit up here and try to make fun of guys like Floyd or uh Mike Tyson and call these guys woman beaters. But then when Ryan Garcia going to jail and taking PEDs, y'all want to look the other way. What does Ryan Garcia's mom got to do with boxing? Who cares, man? I don't got nothing to do with that. I got my own problems. I don't care about what his mom has. And that's no disrespect. I'm just keeping it 1,000. Has nothing to do with boxing. I don't know his mom. Never met her. Never seen her. Has nothing to do with boxing. If he worried about his mom right now, he need to stay out of jail. Is him getting locked up right now helping his mom? No, it isn't. This dude is Adrian Broner 2.0, and everybody want to ignore it. So, like I said, bro, my channel has exposed a lot of cowardly ways in boxing, and I'm at the last stage right now. I'm at, like it's the curtain call, like Eminem. That's it. He do the same stuff Adrian Broner do. Everybody laughed this weekend. Adrian Broner, he got his teeth. Ryan Garcia worse than that, brother. Ryan Garcia ain't last 12 rounds against Tank Davis. Then sitting around on PEDs, you said beat a caliber opponent of Devin Haney. If Adrian Broner was on PEDs, Adrian Broner would have had abs this weekend. What you think Adrian Broner on PEDs would look like? We talking about a guy who's not on PEDs. Come on, man. I know too much boxing. If you really know my channel, if you really know me like that, come on, man. Do you really want to get into that? What you think Adrian Broner look like on PEDs? Let's be real. Dudes out here fighting superhumans. You said Ryan has been cleared? Bro, let me tell you something. I've been watching boxing to know that one day it's gonna be Ryan's turn. He gonna run to the wrong person. Y'all gonna see the difference between guys on PEDs or not. I'ma just say that. You'll see the difference. He'll be taking knees again real soon. And fighting at his real weight. When Ryan Garcia start fighting at his real weight again, start taking knees again, y'all understand. Because after he took a knee against Tank Davis, I was still a fan of him. But to see that people just to see that people want to see Devin Haney lose so bad, they want to ride on Ryan Garcia's bandwagon. No, you know what AB should do? He should go get some Ostarine like Ryan Garcia. Allegedly. Since the fans okay with that. I bet if he was taking what everybody else taking, he'll be good right now. Trust me. He would have fought at 140. And I'm not joking either. I'm dead serious. You said right now you got Ryan as a face of boxing? And that goes to show that Canelo was never the guy. That goes to show that I know more about boxing than anybody. And that also goes to show that Devin Haney was the face of boxing. So that proves my point. So if Ryan Garcia beating Devin Haney after quitting last year is the face of boxing, that made Devin Haney was the face of boxing at 24 years old, and nobody admitted it. Yeah, get up out of here. Cause we definitely gonna cook on that. That means Devin Haney was the face of boxing. Yeah, they got troll accounts, you know. I'm just entertaining it for now because I ain't got nothing to do. Everybody want to talk about AB. You see the people they talking about the most, right? Devin Haney and Adrian Broner. Now, mind you, Tank Davis fight this weekend. Canelo just fought. Canelo fought since Devin Haney. Jay Will, Canelo done fought since Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. I'm telling you, bro. I said all this stuff months ago was gonna happen. Months ago, I predicted all this. That's why boxing boring to me right now. I ain't got nothing to talk about. Months ago. Months ago, I said all this. You know what I'm saying? Months ago. And this is why I put so much pressure on and Jay Will. This is why I put so much pressure on Canelo because all Ryan Garcia had to do was beat Devin Haney, somebody that people said wasn't good, and now everybody say he the face of boxing. So how good was Canelo's career really was? So that goes to show that everybody who said that Canelo was this, and this, that's why that goes to show that everybody be hating. That goes to show that everybody hates on the truth when I put it out. They hate on the truth because I put it out. People don't like the truth about boxing because why are we giving Ryan Garcia the face of boxing when y'all said that it was impossible to pass Canelo? Oh, Canelo done too much. He the face of boxing. Ryan Garcia goes out there and goes 12 rounds with Devin Haney, knocks him down, 3 or 4 times, and now he the face of boxing. After quitting against Tank. So how did he pass Tank for being the face of boxing? He's only did 2 pay-per-views. How are you the face of boxing with 2 pay-per-views? And you just pass Canelo that easy? Nah. That's why I'm putting pressure on Tank Davis and Canelo because you're lowering the bar now. Now you have fans who for some reason don't think Devin Haney is a good fighter. But as soon as Ryan Garcia beats him after quitting, he's the face of boxing. And people wonder why I put pressure on boxing and the fans. He did $1 million with Devin. Nobody knows what the numbers is for Devin Haney. That's cap. That's one thing. Nobody knows what the you said Devin belt is watered down. Let me go. Let me show. I'm gonna show you how. Let me show you how biased you fans are. Ryan Garcia quit in the 6th round against Tank Davis, and y'all said that he's the face of boxing over Tank Davis. Y'all fans are so biased. That's why I said y'all can't be able to survive over here. You can't breathe because I put pressure on all that. Y'all favorite fighters got losses, but y'all will sit up here and resumes ain't nothing. So Ryan Garcia just passed Canelo that fast as the face of boxing. But so I'm the guy who been saying Canelo resume ain't that good. But all of a sudden, Ryan Garcia passed his resume up in one fight as the face of boxing. But who don't know boxing? Yeah. Like y'all need to tune in to some real news. I don't know what y'all been listening to, but people still talking about Devin Haney. Did you hear about what Tank Davis said today? I mean the other day? Well, yesterday? Promotion ain't been good. You know why? Because everybody's still talking about Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia, including him. Everybody. Bro, y'all don't know it at this point right now. Devin Haney is actually happy. Like, y'all promoting the hell out of him. Like, for real, to be honest with you. It's free promotion. It's free promotion. Y'all don't understand that. I said last year, at the end of the year, I was like, man, you know what? Devin Haney might be a little more like Tyson than he is a Floyd Mayweather. And at this point, it is. It's a love-hate relationship. Y'all see it. Everybody love Mike Tyson when he's sitting on the couch smoking. But as soon as he get up, try to put some gloves on, everybody got a problem with him. These are the same fans that sit up here and say the face of boxing is more than just wins. These type of guys. Now we had guys in the heavyweight division. I'm gonna use Wilder for example, because I know people don't like him. We had people in the heavyweight division that didn't fight anybody. Fury didn't fight Anthony Joshua. He didn't fight Young. He ain't fight Parker. He ain't fight none of these guys that everybody talking about the elite right now. No Dubois, none of that. But y'all sit around, and as soon as Wilder say, yeah, let me go overseas and fight the best. I'll fight the best guy. Let me just try to fight the best. Don't get no credit for it. So yeah, it is more than just about wins. These guys and then they go over there and fight cruiserweights and MMA guys and get dropped. And everybody still want to get them credit. Get out of here. Y'all, everybody getting exposed. If it was just about wins, Bud or Usyk would be the face of boxing. Bro, nobody cares about Canelo right now, bro. You don't understand that. You just called Ryan Garcia the face of boxing over Canelo. Bro, none of that stuff you talking about matters. None of that stuff. You just said one fight, without even you just proved like Devin Haney. Y'all just said Devin Haney ain't the best fighter. He ain't the face of boxing, but Ryan Garcia beating him after a loss makes Ryan Garcia the face of boxing. That's the most backwards thinking. You can't even make that. You can't even explain that. You saying that makes you a fanboy. It's automatic. Nobody was sitting up here finna say, hey man, you know what? Since Esau Cruz, that's just like saying since Esau Cruz beat Roller Romero, he's the face of boxing. Both of them guys lost to Tank. Isaac Cruz and Ryan Garcia. That's just like saying Isaac Cruz to face the boxing. So what are we talking about? I just heard people 3 or 4 months ago begging Ryan Garcia to fight Rolly. And to be honest with you, nobody's even asking Ryan Garcia to fight anybody right now. That's how much of these guys not even boxing fans. Name somebody that they asked Ryan Garcia to fight before I move on, so I can cook the rest of these boxers. Name one boxer that they asked Ryan Garcia to fight since he beat Devin Haney in a no contest. So I can explain to you how much I know boxing, and that none of these channels that all these unbiased channels that don't talk about stuff outside the ring, like they said, oh, I don't talk about stuff outside the ring, I'm unbiased. I talk about what's in the ring. Name one of these guys one of these big channels that don't talk about nothing but boxing inside the ring. They've been talking about Ryan Garcia every day since he beat Devin Haney. When they never post about Ryan Garcia like I did before he beat Devin Haney, after he lost the Tank. I supported him after I lost the Tank because I'm really unbiased. So could you name an opponent that they actually want to see Ryan Garcia fight right now? All these millions of fans that support him, all these diehard boxing fans that support Ryan Garcia. What's the next fight they want to see Ryan Garcia in? You say you think Tank is a face? Right now, Tank's at the promotion bad right now. So according to Tank, he don't know if he the face right now. He said the promotion going bad right now. So we gotta see. We gotta see how these numbers come out. We gotta see how these numbers come out. The card stacked. Ryan versus Cunningham. So everybody been running around trying to see Cunningham fight Ryan Garcia. That's the fight. That's the fight to make. You said that's not true. They said rumors are David didn't sell half. Let me tell you something, and I'm glad you said that. If Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia didn't sell 500,000, this is the most talked about fight I ever seen in my life that has not sold 1 million. Guess what? We got fans out here who have made we got YouTubers that's gonna make $1 million off just talking about Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney. So if the fight didn't sell 1 million, okay. Then why everybody ain't talking about Triple G versus Canelo this much? So you gonna tell me they sold the same amount of pay-per-views as Triple G versus Canelo 3, and nobody mentioned Triple G versus Canelo 3. Nobody talked about that fight. That fight ain't selling more than no Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia. People that built whole YouTube channels off talking about Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney. Are we serious? Is that really a conversation that I don't even have to look at the report, what's reported. I'm just looking at human nature from being alive, from knowing how the internet works and life, period. The whole YouTube, I couldn't go across YouTube for 3 weeks without seeing Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney. And you telling me only 500,000 people bought the fight? Nah. And so Usyk and Tyson Fury did 1.5, and Devin and Ryan Garcia did 500K. And right now, nobody talking about Tyson Fury, who was drunk yesterday. So we got 1.5 million people who bought the fight. But right now, Tyson Fury was drunk the other day and nobody cared. They talk more about David Benavidez being drunk than Tyson Fury being drunk over the weekend. Bro, make that make sense, bro. Them numbers ain't what they. Nah, them numbers ain't like that. Nah, I can prove them numbers ain't like that. Ain't nobody building no YouTube channel talking about no Tyson Fury versus Usyk. They out here. You got Christian channels and you got all these truth channels and everything else, and these Bible channels, everything else talking about Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. You got channels that's not even boxing channels. Been explaining for the last couple of weeks, and we gonna say that fight only did 500K. That fight only did 500K. So you telling me Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney only did 500K, and you got dudes that have built whole YouTube channel. You got guys that's getting 500,000 views off of Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney videos, but they can't sell 500,000 pay-per-views. Who believe that? These dudes have built whole YouTube channels. That's all they've been talking about the last 2 months, 2 or 3 months. Even when Canelo fought, what was everybody talking about? Ryan Garcia was at the fight. They didn't start talking about Canelo until he started yelling at Oscar. And that fight ain't did 500K? What did Munguia and Canelo do then? Bro, if y'all come out here and tell me Munguia and Canelo did 500K and Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia did 500K, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't even listen to pay-per-view numbers anyways no more. I do my own research. I don't do that no more. I'm past that. I've been watching boxing long enough. I'm gonna drop my kahunas and I'm gonna prove myself. But as far as trying to run around and figure out who numbers is better, man, please. These guys ain't selling like that. If they was, they'll go to a whole nother country and sell. These dudes can't even leave Vegas. Yeah, they probably wouldn't pay. They don't got nothing, and that proves my point. If they haven't got paid, how do people know what the pay-per-view numbers is? That don't make any sense. That's backwards. I thought these dudes know business. Yeah, that was expensive. Everybody talking about the fight ain't gonna be big in New York. Okay. And the fight was humongous. I told everybody. Bro, I won already. I don't know if everybody realized it. Ryan Garcia winning is just a cherry on top for me. I told y'all Ryan Garcia was gonna replace Canelo. Everybody been talking about, oh, Canelo the face, he the face, he the face. Oh, he the face, but he just got replaced though. All these years, people talking about don't compare Canelo to this guy and that guy. Okay. Devin Haney putting on the biggest fights. Still, that don't matter. Bro, I'm gonna tell y'all, whether Devin Haney, Terrence Crawford, whoever these guys, or even Earl Spence, they still putting on the biggest fights. So no matter if these guys win or lose, the fighters that you probably like the most, they're not putting on big fights. Nobody cares Canelo went out there and beat Munguia. Okay. Good job. Are you fighting Benavidez? No, okay. We don't want to see you fight anybody else then. Oh, Crawford? Okay. If it happens, it happens. But at this point, Canelo needs everybody. He needs those guys more than they need him. People are moving on now. Benavidez, he making his own legacy. If he can't fight Canelo, he gonna fight the guys that beat Canelo. That's how we rolling now. We tired of waiting on these guys to sit up here. Everybody talking about they the face, but they don't want to get punched in their face. Yeah, and that was a quiet 500K against Triple G. That was the most quiet 500K against Triple G I ever seen in my life. Nobody talked about that fight after that. And I think he didn't he go to PBC after that? Or what was that? That was after John Ryder. Yeah, he went to PBC after that. So he's been at PBC ever since that situation. I want to say. I don't know. Might have to look it up. But it was around that time though. 500K. That was the most quiet 500K I ever seen for that Triple G3 versus Canelo. And people gonna tell me that the same 500K that saw Triple G versus Canelo, the third one, they seen Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney, and these dudes that they didn't got hundreds of millions of views off of that fight. You got people that started whole YouTube channels off of that. People that don't even cover boxing at all. Ryan Garcia was hanging out with Trump and everything after the fight, and he only did 500K. Okay. I mean, he does decent. It's still a growing sport. You know what I'm saying? It's not like boxing is just martial arts or something, but yeah, it's still a growing sport. It's gonna get there. It's gonna be just like how they did baseball over there. You know, baseball over there respectable. I don't know, man. When it comes to boxing, a lot of these people they get weird with certain stuff like that. Ain't nobody ever said Ichiro Suzuki can't play baseball because he's from Japan. So a lot of this stuff that be coming up about, oh, y'all just be hating on fighters from Japan. Like, bro, grow up, bro. Like, for real. Yeah, it's getting exposed. It ain't getting old. It's getting exposed. He getting old. Well, they say he getting old. I know one thing. Canelo ain't gonna be 37 years old like Usyk, moving up a weight class trying to fight the best. I know that's not gonna be happening. That's why I said, man, bro, all I gotta do is wait. At the end of the day, y'all gonna find out who really fighting the best and who's not, and who trying to fight the best. I don't mind my fighters taking some losses, but if they trying to fight the best, like everybody else, some of these guys' favorite fighters, they gonna end up like Triple G. He gonna end up retiring and ain't nobody gonna know. Just gonna walk off into the sunset. Don't nobody care. And people say, "Oh, y'all was being disrespectful." No, y'all was being disrespectful. Triple G fought against Canelo, and y'all ain't even asked for him to fight nobody else after that. Didn't even know he retired. But then they'll say, "Oh, Triple G, y'all be hating on Triple G. Why y'all can't use all that support to go help Triple G sell a pay-per-view on his own?" What is Canelo's last win? That's the caliber of Devin Haney. I mean Devin Haney's on. I don't know, bro. At the end of the day, we already know Devin Haney was at a disadvantage, bro. Like our like to be honest with you, I look like the genius. To be honest with you, after the Devin Haney situation, I said two things. I said one thing during the fight. I said, man, Ryan Garcia looks huge during the fight. No excuses. Then after the fight, I said, why is everybody making fun of Devin Haney? He lasted 12 rounds and he was walking Canelo down in the 12th round. I said, I don't understand. I mean, not Canelo, but Ryan Garcia. I said, I don't understand that. And if you look now, Devin Haney was walking down a guy that was on PEDs. So guess what? That makes him a superhuman. And that guess what? The guy who y'all they say who got pillow fist, he got an iron chin. Devin Haney got a chin from he got a Superman chin. He was taking punches from some PED punches and still couldn't stop him. That shows how pillow fist Ryan Garcia is. Everybody would say, "Oh, the referee." He couldn't put him down. Couldn't put him down. Walked him down. 12th round. No matter what nobody say. I said it after the fight. Walked him down. We got guys out here fighting guys on PEDs, and people like, man, that just what? Man, like I said the other day, y'all lucky I'm not somebody like Deontay Wilder. If I had the skills of Deontay Wilder and I knew these dudes was juicing, I would go in the ring and knock somebody's head off just to prove a point. Everybody else doing it. Y'all lucky. These American boxers nice. If I was them, I'd be jumping on PEDs like everybody else, knocking somebody's head off. Deontay Wilder's a pretty nice guy, ain't he? It's pretty nice of him to walk around and get all those knockouts without being on some juice. He's a pretty nice guy. He's nicer than me. At this point right now, the way people, if I was him and my name was getting slandered like this, I would really be thinking about doing what everybody else doing and knocking somebody's head off. Cause he already a clean fighter. You don't get no cool points for being a clean fighter no more. That's one thing. Fans messing it up, man. They don't understand it, but from now on, when these guys get on these PEDs, and they be like, "Oh, that guy was on PED." We don't care. We don't care. You remember when that Ryan thing happened? Oh, okay. Oh, see, y'all don't understand that we very smart in America. We very petty too. It's gonna happen. I'm telling you. And then what people don't understand is Ryan Garcia is not a 140 pounder. He will never fight at 140. He won't be able to make 140. Y'all keep thinking in y'all mind that Ryan Garcia is gonna fight at 140. He's gonna fight at 47. Even Isaac Cruz said, I can't fight him. He's not a 140. He's a 47. I just came up from 135. Y'all want me to fight a guy. You said Wilder lost 4 of his last fights. He should have hollered at Victor Conte. So you're surprised that a guy that's 215 pounds lost to a guy who's 270 pounds? So you surprised about that? But you the same guy who's a Ryan Garcia fan, and Ryan Garcia was just making the excuse that the rehydration against Tank Davis hurt him. So you cool with all the excuses that Ryan Garcia had for the weight difference he had against Tank Davis, but Deontay Wilder's fighting guys that's clearly almost 100 pounds more than him, and for some reason that doesn't make sense. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. The same Deontay Wilder who's fighting who's fighting guys y'all just said he was ducking. I just heard most of these guys out here talking about, hey man, Deontay Wilder. You know what, Deontay Wilder, man, he's done, man. Bro, are we serious? Like, do y'all know the boxers that have been put to sleep lately? Do we even want to go through that? That dude that Wilder ain't even been knocked out, put to sleep yet. Skinniest heavyweight, probably the skinniest heavyweight of all time, and ain't been put to sleep yet. What are we talking about? These dudes talking about yeah, man. Come on, man. I don't take the Wilder disrespect. No, I'm not answering no questions. I don't take the Wilder disrespect over here. You got fighters, y'all still asking Canelo to fight David Benavidez. Y'all still asking Tyson Fury to fight Anthony Joshua. Y'all still asking Tank Davis to fight some dudes he done sparred already. But y'all want to disrespect Deontay Wilder for fighting guys who are almost 100 pounds more than him. That's why I said you fans are done. Like, this ain't, y'all ain't gonna like me. That's why people don't like me, because they already know. I don't take the disrespect or the biasness. There's too much biasness going on in boxing. There's too much kissing ass, too. I don't give a damn if Ryan Garcia knocked out Devin Haney and put him to sleep. He still got his ass whooped by Tank Davis, so how does that make him the face of boxing? When y'all just been all over just glazing Canelo all these years. Am I a big time Canelo fan? Are you? I mean, are you a big time Canelo fan for Canelo getting his ass whooped against Floyd? So why? So Canelo lost every round to Floyd and Bivol, and everybody was still a fan of him. So why would you be? Why are you fan? Why are you a fan of a guy who lost every round to Bivol and Mayweather? Let me ask that question. I think you're on the wrong channel, buddy. I don't know if you know that or not. That's why YouTube don't really rock with me like that, because they know what time it is. I can be a big time Wilder fan. I've been watching Wilder since before he had 40 KOs. So let me ask you a question, because I really know boxing. I don't give a damn if everybody lost to Floyd. I can be a big time Wilder fan. Did Canelo not get his ass whooped by Floyd and Bivol and lose every round, and y'all still watch his ass? So what are you talking about? Why are y'all fake boxing fans? Y'all don't even ask y'all favorite boxers to fight the best. So this is a grown man conversation when it comes to boxing. We ask our fighters to fight the best. So I don't know why your fighter hasn't fought the best. Do you know that Wilder fans ask Wilder to fight the best? How about that? Cause y'all be getting that Wilder fan stuff mixed up. Do you know that Wilder fans demand that he fights the best? He didn't win shit against Bivol. Don't bring that over here, bro. Don't bring that over here. He didn't win shit against Bivol. He didn't win shit. He got his ass whooped, and you enjoyed it. Canelo got his ass whooped against Bivol, and you sat there and you enjoyed it because you had no choice. And you still call him the face of boxing after he got his ass dog walked. Nobody wants to hear that. Nobody. Nobody cared when Demetrius Andre jumped up two weight classes to fight Benavidez when nobody else ass want to fight him. So nobody wants to hear that shit about Canelo jumping up a weight class to fight Bivol. Don't want to hear it. He got his ass dog walked. Didn't win no rounds. And then didn't try to knock him out or nothing. Talking about, are you a big time Wilder fan? Bro, do you know I know boxing? I'm a boxing fan. Are you a Canelo fan who got whooped against Floyd and Bivol a whole fight, and y'all still enjoyed it? He didn't do nothing impressive. Look extra regular. He looked like a guy who y'all just follow just to follow because he's not somebody like Devin Haney or Floyd. He's the opposite, so that's what you want to roll with. And he got whooped, and now you're on Ryan Garcia's side after he beat Devin Haney. So was Devin Haney the face of boxing? Are you a big time Ryan Garcia fan or Canelo fan? Like why I say, like, people think it's embarrassing to be a fan of a guy with 40 knockouts. Canelo ain't had a knockout in I don't know how long. The dude don't get knockouts like that. I'm a fan of guys who actually know how to knock people out. How about that? How about that? How about that? Dudes can't even knock out 154-pound Jamel Charlo. And you want to jump in the comment section like Deontay Wilder a bum. Stop it, homie. You fighting guys 2 weight classes below you and still can't knock them out. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Getting beat by Floyd isn't a knock. Getting beat by Tyson Fury isn't a knock. But for some reason, people want to be so disrespectful because they haters. That's some hating ass shit. That's the biggest hating ass shit that go on. That people be talking about people hate on Tank Davis. Don't nobody hate on Tank. The way that's some hating ass shit. I don't care what nobody say. That's some hating ass shit. That's why I be man, these fans is ridiculous. That's some hating ass shit. That's some hater shit. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care what nobody say. I just seen Tyson Fury get mocked by a cruiserweight and an MMA guy dropped him. And everybody act like it ain't happened. Nah. And then we got guys that's really over here putting on the biggest fights. Ain't nobody. I didn't ask y'all to watch Devin Haney fight Regis Prograis or Ryan Garcia, but y'all still did it because guess what? Y'all tune in and watch the best, fight the best. Y'all ain't none of these guys fighting the best. Canelo. Is anybody asking who McGee gonna fight next? Is anybody? You said Conor Ben versus Ryan Garcia. So everybody finna stop what they doing in the world to watch Conor Ben and Ryan Garcia fight. That's what everybody waiting on. That's what boxing been waiting on for the last 20 years. To see Conor Ben fight Ryan Garcia. Man, get out of here, man. Stop it, man. Like I said, man, the biasness is just getting out of order. And hey, people on the internet, they let it slide. I don't let it slide. I don't do that. I don't do that. People been biased all these years. I've been hearing people being extra biased. Then when y'all hear the truth, y'all act like y'all don't know what it sounds like. You're damn right you don't know what it sounds like. This dude sat up here and said, just taking shots at fighters who have put in work. Conor Ben is a good opponent. When did Conor Ben become a good opponent for anybody? He a name. That's all he is. Right now, he's a name. He's a name. He hasn't put in any work to the point where he hasn't beat a fighter like Lomachenko. He hasn't been a world champion. He hasn't defended his belt 10 times like a Wilder. None of these guys have. So who are these guys? They're not even champions. We're disrespecting guys who's champions and got knockouts in fights. Bro, that's why I be saying, man, it'd be funny in boxing. It'd be funny. It'd be funny. A lot of these boxers y'all be talking about, these dudes be getting outboxed. And then they got to get a knockout in most of their fights. And then we'll sit up here and see Wilder do the same thing. Be like, he can't box. And this dude like outweighed by 60 pounds. These dudes the same weight as the next guy getting outboxed. They got to rely on a knockout every time. What is that? That ain't boxing. That's why Floyd was like, man, I could just outbox these guys for 12 rounds. All they trying to do is get knockouts. It ain't no secret. If y'all ever heard people say, how you beat Tank? Oh, you just outbox him. That's it. It's not no secret. But all this stuff going on, bro, that's why I said a lot of these people who report boxing, they've been giving y'all passes too much over the years. Y'all talking like Canelo ain't get dominated in 2 different fights in his life. Ain't nobody said Canelo was trash or anything like that after he got dominated. He didn't look regular in a lot of fights. Ain't had that many knockouts. Man, Canelo chose him because the fans cool with it. Ain't nobody got no problem with it over here. They weren't. they want to see now mind you, Devin Haney ain't on nobody pound for pound list. But for some reason, as soon as you beat him, you become the face of boxing. Yeah, man, I've been exposing these fans since day one. It's gonna continue. It's gonna continue. It's definitely continuing. Y'all lucky Mike Tyson pulled out that fight, man. I'm telling y'all. Y'all lucky Mike Tyson pulled out that fight. A lot of y'all fighters, especially Canelo. Y'all lucky Mike Tyson pulled out that fight. Canelo's numbers would be real bad for September if he wouldn't change that date. Y'all got real lucky. A lot of y'all favorite fighters. Even Ryan Garcia. A lot of you guys got real lucky. But y'all putting pressure on Ryan Garcia, though. I'm telling y'all that right now. Ryan Garcia ain't fighting at 140 no more. And the fact that you know that tells me a lot. See, a lot of y'all be playing dumb. You know that Ryan Garcia can't make 140. So all that people over here, yeah, Ryan Garcia, okay. See, the pressure now is people gonna say, "Oh, I can't fight Ryan Garcia unless he clean." So that pressure gonna be on him. Then the other pressure is he gonna have to be on weight, or they ain't gonna fight him. So he gonna have to be at 47. I'm telling you. I know how it goes. I don't play size, man. I just be realistic. I just see it coming. I just see the storm coming. I just know what's going on. Just like I reported everything about Ryan Garcia a couple of weeks ago. I said somebody going to jail, and guess what? Like that Kanye son, somebody going to jail, and they went to jail. Yeah, a lot of these guys be weight bullying, man, but nah, they don't be putting the pressure on certain guys with weight bullying. I seen, bro, I'm gonna tell you right now, that weight bully situation, that the biggest weight bully situation I ever seen is when Wilder fought Fury. Wilder fought Fury. Fury was 250 pounds. The same weight Tyson Fury was against Usyk this weekend. Fury was like that the first fight. Then the next two fights, Tyson Fury 270 some pounds. So why would you go from 250 to 270? And then after he lost to Usyk, people talking about he need to lean on people. So, everything getting exposed, man. No matter who loses, it's going to get exposed. It's going to get exposed. That's two fights now that people done put guys on high. They say Devin Haney got pillow fists, but they make Ryan Garcia the face of boxing after he beat him. Then Tyson Fury beats Deontay Wilder. Then they say, "Oh, Tyson Fury is the best. He's one of the best heavyweights of all time." But y'all said the other guy can't box though. But as soon as Canelo hop in the ring with Triple G, oh well, it was a good fight. And none of these dudes hit the ground. These dudes fought 3 fights, and none of these guys touched the ground, and everybody impressed. Ain't nobody impressed with that. Y'all paid $500K for 3 fights. I mean, they sold $300K in the third fight after these fans that saw these guys fight 2 fights and nobody hit the ground. Ain't nothing impressive about that. That's why people still watch Deontay Wilder. None of these guys was getting knockouts before he came around. Then everybody talking, yeah, Tank knocking guys out. He ain't knocking guys out 50, 60 pounds heavier than him. He's grinding about 5 or 10 pounds. I'm talking about a guy who's knocking out guys 50 pounds heavier than him. That ain't impressing me. You knocking out a guy the same weight as you. Oh, everybody does that. Knock somebody out heavier than you. I know a guy who does that. Oh, none of y'all can do that? Oh, okay. But he can't box. Okay. What about the guys who can box? Why Canelo only got like 5 knockouts in his last 16 fights? 16, 17 fights. What's going on? I thought he got power. Oh, he old now at 33? So from 28 to 33, Canelo been old? Like Benavidez said, he was off that clenbuterol. I've been telling y'all, allegedly. He ain't trying to make nothing happen. Well, he is off of it. He failed the test and he off of it. So there ain't no allegedly. Like Oscar said, these dudes need some extra, they need some superhuman strength to just to spar. And people want to act like they don't know what's going on. Come on, man. Just be impressed with the guys who's actually doing it the right way. Give us our credit and just keep it pushing. Don't get your favorite fighter destroyed trying to come up with narratives. And that's what a lot of people doing. They're trying to push narratives. But the views, I mean, the people, I don't push narratives, bro. I'm telling you. If you look at my old videos of Ryan Garcia, bro, I was saluting Ryan Garcia. Before the fight happened, if you go back to my video with Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia, the live commentary during the fight, right before the fight started, I said, I hope Ryan Garcia don't get knocked out. I hope he lasts 12 rounds, because if he don't, everybody gonna say he a bum and he can't beat a good fighter, a top fighter. Right before the fight started. Then as soon as the fight ended, everybody tried to disrespect me. Man, get up out of here, bro. I really do this. I watch boxing. I was watching him when he was fighting Oscar Duarte when it wasn't on pay-per-view. I don't know where them 500K people was, but all them followers was at, but that's why I'm telling you, a lot of fans ain't really real like that. They gonna see soon. Everybody know Ryan Garcia got to fight 47 now. And it's gonna put pressure on him. And you know what these guys at 47 gonna do? I'm finna be at my best when I fight him. If I can beat him, I can be the face. Everybody gonna know me. So now guys know that if they beat Ryan Garcia, everybody gonna know who they are. So he can't jump in there with no regular guys. And guess what now? He can't take a break now, because even though he did fight Devin Haney and Tank, and technically, you know, you can't take a break after you fight two guys like that. But the fans haven't been watching him that long. Some of these fans, I know a lot of these guys is new. So they like, man, we want to see you fight a top guy. Fight this guy. And that's going to put him in a bad position, because now he ain't going to be ready for 47. And something going to go wrong. And we'll see. It's going to definitely happen. See, Devin Haney, he takes big fights every fight. That's his thing. He been doing that since he was a kid. He been doing this. He fought Ryan Garcia 6 times or 7 times now. But 6 times before they fought. That wasn't nothing new. That wasn't nothing new. But to find out you got a little boost, that's going to matter. That's going to matter. It's going to matter to the fighters. I know Eastside Cruz ain't trying to get in the ring with Ryan Garcia no more like that. He was. He like, I was going to do it because I know he can't make 140, but that other stuff he got going on, I'm Gucci. I'm straight. I got a belt now. I don't know why I'm chasing the guy with no belt anyways. That don't make any sense. I was trying to fight Tank a couple of months ago. So it ain't like I ain't never had a big fight before. I'm just gonna enjoy this belt. I'm gonna fight Rayo. That's a big fight. See, Pitbull in a position where now he can make the big fights. He ain't gotta wait on no Ryan Garcia. That's what people don't understand, man. Ryan Garcia in a position where he ain't gonna be able to do that situation he did with Devin Haney against these other guys at 47 and everything else like that. So and guys at 140, they definitely not doing it now. You don't hear Matias talking about he want to fight Ryan Garcia right now. You don't hear Teofimo saying he want to fight Ryan Garcia right now. Pitbull ain't saying it. I mean, that's the conversation people don't want to really get into, but that's real life right now. Nobody's calling out, bro. And much of the fans is laughing and kikiing about the knockdowns, the Devin Haney getting walked down and everything else. That's cool. That happened. But what's not happening is people aren't trying to run and set up a fight with him right now. That's not happening. No time soon. And I heard people saying Pitbull name ASAP. And he's like, nah, that's not going to happen. So that's the reality of everything. The face of boxing, whether he gets suspended or not, whatever happens, if he gets 6 months, 2 months, a day, nobody wants to fight him right now. You can't trust a guy like that jumping in the ring with him. It is what it is. Tank Davis said he'll do it. Okay, Tank. Guess what, Tank? Guess what? You the only one. Tank, you the only one that's saying that. Everybody else is not. Everybody told us, oh, Devin don't want a rematch. He's scared. How was a guy scared that already fought the guy 7 times? So that's his 7th time fighting Ryan Garcia. He's scared after fighting him 7 times? That's why I said these humans are impossible, bro. That's why they got AI now. They got the AI people is more truthful than these humans. Just keeping it 1,000. That's just like me. I told the truth for 300 days. I tell one video got wrong, and somebody like, "Whoa, bro, that didn't happen. Oh, I can't believe you did that." Like just extremists at the highest level. But like I said though, I don't really. People try to get it all misconstrued, like guys is all over the place and fanboying it. Not really fanboying it. It's really down the middle. Only thing I asked Ryan Garcia to do was win and stay quiet. He didn't stay quiet, and look where it got him. He's locked up now. Well, he was locked up in jail. Everybody who celebrated the victory with him, nobody asked how he was when he got locked up. I just seen more pointing the finger. It's them. It's them. It's them. So what if I say it's them? It's them. Nobody believe me. They believe him because of the win. What about the loss last year though? After he lost last year, he wasn't telling the truth then. That don't make much sense. That's why I said right now we're starting to realize the boxers who actually want to fight people or who actually don't. And a lot of fans aren't really checking for these guys who don't want to fight people. We seen Canelo and Munguia fight. We're not really checking for that. Nobody's trying to watch the rematch. I mean the replay, a rematch either ways. We're not trying to watch a rematch, a trilogy, nothing like that. It wasn't fun. I mean, it was a knockdown. It was cool and everything, but it's not nothing to lose your mind about. It really wasn't. And one thing I have learned over the last couple of years, Tyson Fury, when he gets knocked around and he gets dropped in fights, he's getting dropped in fights. He getting knocked out because he's been getting dropped and knocked around his last couple of fights. Got dropped by Ngannou, got knocked around the ring by Usyk. For some reason, everybody says that's just an exciting fight. When he's getting beat up and slung around the ring and put on the ground, for some reason, it's exciting. When my favorite fighter does it or somebody else does it, it's embarrassing. This dude been getting pummeled in the last couple of fights, and people are like, yeah, man, we want to see a rematch. For what? What are you talking about? This dude's on the decline just like everybody else is. What are we talking about? We getting so far away from the truth now, bro. It's not even funny. They forget this guy literally got dropped this last fight. Then basically was gonna get dropped this fight. Referee comes in, saves him. We got boxers from his own country. Like what the referee is basically did some crazy stuff. He should have let him get knocked down. So it wasn't no biasness going on. We're actually biased, not saying anything about it. Over here we just gave it a pass. Like, well, the referee just standing 8 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, bro, come on, man. Like dudes be getting too many passes out here. Even in the fight when Ryan Garcia was turning his back and everything else in the fight. See, when Ryan Garcia turned his back in the fight against Devin Haney, I ain't even thought about this till just now. When Ryan Garcia was turning his back against Devin Haney, see, the referee was stopping it and everything else. Now, when Deontay Wilder got punched and spun around and his back was turned, ain't nobody said nothing about that. In America, what we did, we took it on the chin. He took it on the chin, but we just said, hey, he got dropped. He got up. They stopped the fight. Is what it is. Ryan Garcia had his back turned against Devin Haney multiple times. I seen people talking about that December in the Duarte fight. Ryan Garcia keep turning his back. He got a turtle shell. Then when the Devin Haney fight comes, nobody says anything about it. I said, oh, people are playing sides now. I see what's going on. I said I'm not gonna say anything. I didn't say nothing last time. I'm not gonna say nothing this time. But I'm gonna remember what these people just did. And that's when I seen when people was being fanboys and playing sides and just wanted to see people lose. That exposed everything. Y'all the ones that was making whole memes talking about this guy turning his back and everything. Then when it's the other way around, he's fighting somebody else and he's doing it worse. That's not a subject brought up. And I'm like, it's just funny what people do sometimes. It's obvious, but it's getting exposed. Like I said, let's see if Ryan Garcia do that turning around stuff when he get to 47. And he said possibly 54. So I don't know how much, and this is a serious conversation. I don't know how much the PEDs allegedly helped him. So if they helped him lose weight to the point where he was at 43 and he had a hard time getting there, he gonna have a hard time getting to 47. He might be a 54 for real while everybody playing. This dude might have to fight at 54. It might be to the point where he can't lose no weight. He's stuck at 54. If Ryan Garcia is stuck at 54, everybody's done. That's a fact. All that celebrating gonna end. I'm telling you, bro, this is a marathon, not a sprint. Devin Haney got to get back in the ring and prove himself again. So does Ryan Garcia. So does Tyson Fury, Tank Davis, Canelo. It's gonna happen. It's gonna be another somebody who's at the end waiting for you. This ain't no. See, everybody think this just a one-off. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, Ryan Garcia's his career over. Nah, he's 25. He got plenty of time to end up in worse positions than what y'all seen with Haney. Like I said, Haney walked him down 12 rounds. And was getting dropped. Still going. I done seen guys get dropped to be running around the ring like a track star. That's one thing. That's one thing I'm glad. There's no people can have no film about Devin Haney running in the ring from Ryan Garcia. Wasn't happening. Oh, I already said that. I knew that was happening. Yeah, I knew that was happening. I knew that was happening. But it's not really a big conversation because fans don't care about that. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Everybody gonna be fighting on the zone now. I know they still got the PBC Amazon thing going on, but I mean, anyway, fighting on Amazon too. They got Amazon. He fighting PBC guys on Amazon Prime too, so that's not like. I don't. Eventually, they'll do it. I mean, all these guys will probably fight. They probably staying in like a tournament or something. But I know the real story behind that. I don't want to put the information out there though. It's deeper than what you think. What you're saying, I understand, but what I know about it, that news ain't gonna never hit the air. No, I know the real news behind all that though. That's what they telling you, but I know the real story. I ain't gonna get into it because these big channels, they the ones who say they unbiased and they put out the real news and everything. They sponsored by you got guys out here, they sponsored by all these guys, so they'll know the real, but yeah, I can't put that information out there. But yeah, I know what's going on. That's why I said, man, a lot of these channels, man, they just run a game, man. They just pimping the system. That's it. They ain't gonna pimp it around me though. They're not gonna sit around here and try to make me feel like I'm just intellectually smaller because my favorite boxers is fighting the toughest competition. They gotta have 100% knockout rate and everything. That's not gonna happen. That's over with. We got guys who call themselves the face of boxing who haven't got like 5 knockouts in their last 16, 17 fights. Nah. not gonna do it. Then we got guys who beating 25-year-olds and now they the face of boxing, which is insane to me. All these guys that people been bragging about on pound for pound, and y'all got 25-year-olds who becoming the face of boxing now? Okay. But I don't be telling no truth on this channel. Yeah. I don't know who people be listening to, man. So who have people been listening to the point where they told y'all that 225-year-olds was gonna run boxing? Because I said that this year. Still got guys talking about that Haney and Ryan Garcia fight. Nobody cares about Ryan Garcia's next opponent. If we haven't proved anything today, we have proved that nobody cares who Ryan Garcia fights next. Nobody cares if Ryan Garcia loses his next 10 fights. They don't care. They don't understand. They don't know the pressure that they put on him. The celebrating is going to backfire. I mean, everything is a monopoly. At the end of the day, even this boxing stuff is a monopoly. Everything is. Because it just is, bro. You know what I'm saying? I can't. If they don't want me affiliated with their event or anything like that, you can't. If they don't want you at one of their events or affiliated, that's basically a monopoly. So yeah, they can do that to me or you or anybody. So it's been going on like that. And people been supporting monopoly, so I don't know what the problem is. Everything is a monopoly. That's why people love the game so much. That game gonna keep selling forever because people like. If people got a board game in their house, they always got Monopoly, and it's a reason. They love that about boxing. Nobody wants to sit up here and understand what's really going on. But history's gonna prove a lot, though. All this is documented. What I'm saying, so if you look back 6 months, you'll understand what I'm saying. All this is getting documented right now, though. I'm telling you. I remember when people used to say, "Oh man, Triple G's man, he's the biggest thing in boxing." Triple G, the biggest fighter in boxing, man. Nobody want to fight Triple G. He's trying to fight the best. Triple G fought Canelo 3 times, didn't put him on the ground. Had a controversial weigh-in against Derevyanchenko, and he retired, and nobody cared. I'm tired of I'm tired of fans pushing guys like that on me. Like I don't care about what the media says, bro. Like, why do you think I'm reporting my own news? I'm not reporting the news so I can say the same thing the media been saying. They've been wrong. Nobody cared about Triple G. He didn't put Canelo on the ground. That wasn't impressive. I just seen plenty of guys fight like that, and people said the guy lost and he wasn't good. That guy was still on pound for pound. He made his name off being affiliated with Canelo, and that was it. Just gonna keep it real. Anybody else could have jumped in the ring with Canelo and went 12 rounds with him 3 times. Charlo could have did that. We just seen Charlo go 12 rounds with Canelo. That's why I said people is biased. I just seen Charlo go 12 rounds with Canelo. Triple G did the same thing 3 times. Okay. And a trilogy for what? So nobody can hit the ground? At least Munguia hit the ground. At least he was trying to do something. Munguia fought. I'm going to tell y'all the truth. Munguia fought harder against Canelo than Triple G did. Tell me I'm lying. Exactly. Munguia fought harder than Triple G did. That's why I said, man. I'm telling you, bro. History gonna prove, man. History gonna prove it. I seen people. Wilder got beat up by Fury, y'all. He trashed. Then Fury went in there with a guy who was heavier than Wilder, who has a little more skills. And guess what happened? Lost. Then he went in there with a guy like Ngannou, who's the same size as him, and guess what happened? Got dropped. He weight bullied his man. Come on, man. Y'all better thank Wilder for actually making Tyson Fury look good, because he's the one, and the referee especially. That's what y'all need to think, because he ain't looked good since he fought Wilder. And I heard everybody bragging, and they were super Fury fans. I done seen it before. People lucky I'm not on here trolling about Ryan Garcia and Tyson Fury right now, like everybody doing about Adrian Bronner. I could be doing that right now. I might just do it if situations get a little out of hand, because that Wilder stuff, I see people still got energy for stuff like that. So I don't know. It might be a long summer. It might be. I might make a whole PED episode tomorrow, because I seen some things about some PEDs. All these guys having fat faces from getting punched after they fought guys on PEDs. Since everybody laughing, calling, I don't know, man. I seen a couple of things the last couple of weeks in boxing. It might have to get exposed. I might have to go back to exposing boxing again. I don't try to do it, but these fans, they getting real disrespectful, man. Disrespecting guys with 40 KOs. Favorite fighter ain't KO'd nobody in years. They fighting guys 2 weight classes below them, still can't knock them out. Like, that's the most biased thing. Like, why we ain't talking about these guys who fighting guys 2 weight classes below with no knockouts? That's bias. Why we ain't talking about Canelo fighting Lil Charlo and can't knock him out? That's bias. That's bias. Why is Tyson Fury getting pummeled around the ring by cruiserweights and nobody talking about that? Why that's not a big deal? And then everybody said, "Oh, Usyk's an all-time heavyweight." And guess what Usyk said the very next day? See, me and Usyk, I put out the video first, then Usyk come out and say, "Oh, I'm going back to cruiserweight after I fight Tyson Fury the next time." He shouldn't have said that, because they're gonna try to rob the hell out of his ass. So he better get a knockout. He messed up saying that. He gonna get robbed. The fact that he sat up here and said that, they're gonna try to rob him. They gonna try to rob him, allegedly. He should have never said that. They said we ain't gonna never get them belts back if Fury don't beat him now. See, they was laughing, man. These people don't understand that some of these guys over here challenging themselves, man. Everybody ain't no weight bully. Calling guys weight bully. We done seen guys fight guys 2 weight classes below them. Ain't nobody ever called Canelo a weight bully. He fighting 54s and 68. Man, y'all don't cut it out. For real. We got guys over here in America moving up 2 or 3 weight classes. Terrence Crawford going up from 135 to 68. And we got Triple G sat at the same weight class for 10 years. Longer than that. Same weight class. Ain't moved nowhere. Come on, man. Like, let's be real. Sat at the same weight class for all them years. Ain't did nothing. Then you got young Devin Haney sitting up here, 24, 25. That's why it's funny, because when Teofimo was sitting up here fighting Loma and trying to fight the best guys, everybody give him equal credit. Oh, yeah, Teofimo, he pound for pound. I'm like, oh, he got a loss to Kambosos. Oh, he's still on pound for pound for me. I'm like, what? This dude lost to Kambosos and he on your pound for pound, but Devin Haney not? And he just beat Kambosos twice? They say, well, Devin Haney lost to Lomachenko. Well, Teofimo lost to Kambosos. Who would you rather lose to, Kambosos or Lomachenko? Who you think a better fighter? So you think Kambosos, who just lost to Lomachenko, losing to him is that's a good loss on your record? So we saying people got good losses now. But people be clowning Adrian Bronner record for losing to Mikey Garcia and Maidana, Sean Porter, and Manny Pacquiao. For some reason, that's embarrassing now. For some reason, when you lose to Manny Pacquiao, you go 12 rounds with Manny Pacquiao, you're a bum. As every day go by, boxing is gonna expose themselves. People laughing at Adrian Broner and everything like that, but they don't understand. And I was a person when Adrian, and this is no shade. I'm not being negative or anything, like, because I'm a supporter of all boxers. But back in the day, I knew Adrian Broner would be in this position because the way he moves, he was moving too much. And Ryan Garcia doing the same thing. But for some reason, y'all can see what Adrian Broner do it, but y'all can't see what Ryan Garcia do it. I ain't never letting off on Ryan Garcia. I gave Ryan Garcia a pass after he quitting that Tank Davis fight. And nobody came to support him. I ain't never letting up off of him, ever. Everybody who supported him, y'all gonna regret it. I'm telling you. He gonna get exposed. Just like the rest of these guys. Now everybody comfortable to call out Canelo just because Ryan Garcia done beat Devin Haney now. Now everybody comfortable to tell the truth about Canelo. I didn't waste my money seeing him spar Triple G, because that's all it was a sparring match. And then we got people saying, oh man, Adrian Broner need to retire. Why are you still watching him? Why are you still watching him? I wasn't even gonna watch the fight, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna check it out. I've been watching Black Ops train and stuff. He like he ready. But why y'all watching fights of guys y'all don't like? Bro, I'm telling y'all, over the years, I didn't watch Triple G versus Canelo. It wasn't I'm just gonna be 100. It wasn't really an impressive fight to me on paper. And if you look back, it wasn't really impressive. It wasn't impressive. It's not on nobody's greatest hits. Oh man, I just gotta sit down and watch that Triple G and Canelo again. Nah. It was nothing like Tyson Fury versus Wilder. That's when you could tell when somebody challenging themselves. When Tyson Fury was facing off against Wilder, you could tell Wilder was challenging himself against somebody. You know, even though people will say he can't box and everything like that, and for some reason they still watch like he had a chance. You gave him a chance, but you said he can't box. Okay. He was dropping guys, but he can't box. But you still watching. Still in 2024, we're still watching on Saudi cards. And this guy getting pummeled by MMA guys. The examples is just, it's gonna keep going. It's gonna keep getting exposed as everything goes on. And we don't want to expose these boxers. You know, nobody's out here trying to expose Canelo or Ryan Garcia or Devin Haney or none of that. But when the fans put out fake narratives, like these guys are just Superman, and then when Tyson Fury lose to a cruiserweight, y'all want to have explanations for stuff like that. But then when Wilder lose to a guy who almost 300 pounds, it's like, oh, well, you can't have no reason behind that. You know, Tyson Fury, we know he didn't train. That was the worst. That's the biggest excuse I ever heard in boxing history. A dude literally come out and say he lost a fight, and everybody who co-signed that crap. Ain't no coming back from that crap. Y'all sat up here and took up for this dude, sat up here and said, that's why I said what I said on that Sugar Hill video. Y'all was bragging about how good Sugar Hill is and all this other stuff, and how Jared Anderson need to work with Sugar Hill and all this other stuff. But Sugar Hill Tyson Fury been looking bad his last two fights. Why Sugar Hill ain't getting no criticism? They criticizing Wilder trainer. Y'all said Wilder can't box, but now y'all blaming his trainer. Then when Tyson Fury, y'all said who can box, but y'all blame his corner, but not his trainer. Y'all notice that after Tyson Fury's last fight? Oh, he got too many people in the corner. What you mean? Y'all say he one of the best boxers. He got the most skill. What he need a corner to win a fight? So he need to listen to somebody else to win a fight. Oh, he ain't that good then. Tyson Fury in the same category as Wilder. He's just heavier. In my mind, Tyson Fury is just heavier than Wilder at this point. And it's the truth. Anybody want to sit up here and argue about it? Because I know people be scared to hear the truth, but it's the truth. Ain't nobody sat up here and said, why do y'all want to see the rematch for Usyk versus Fury? I heard everybody else say for certain fights they don't want to see a rematch. I heard people say they don't never want to see Charlo them fight. Oh, because it was exciting. All Tyson Fury fights are exciting. You know why? Because he's always hitting the ground. Every fight where a guy's hitting the ground, it's gonna be exciting. But don't act like you're just impressed by a guy who's always getting dropped. That's what they trying to turn into. Like, oh yeah, I was impressed. Man, please. I just seen guys getting dropped in the last couple of fights recently, and it was embarrassing. Adrian Broner just had all kind of injuries in his fight, went 12 rounds. And because his name ain't Rocky Balboa and it's not a movie, it wasn't impressive. And I'm usually against Adrian Broner. I'm not a fan of him, but the truth is the truth. I wouldn't say I'm not a fan. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan of all boxers to a certain degree. But I haven't been somebody who's always. I didn't like other fans probably watch his fights live back in the past. I was watching like Sean Porter, all them, but I wasn't really into his career like that. Like he was only 23, 24. People say the next Mayweather. Like if people really go back and think about that, they'll realize like, okay, I was tripping. Yeah, I didn't fan out like that. Like he was 24 when he was fighting Maidana, and people acting like he was the next Floyd Mayweather. So that's fanboy stuff. I never thought he was like a next Floyd or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? 24. Tank Davis 29 right now, and we still got boxing websites and other people talking about is he the next Floyd? He's 29. Like, if y'all don't know by now, you ain't gonna never know. Like, what are we talking about? The dude 29 years old. Just like with Terrence Crawford. I sat up here and bought that Terrence Crawford fight last year. I seen a lot of people sitting up here, and that exposes a lot. They doing this in America now. So in America, a lot of fans are getting exposed now because Terrence Crawford getting certain fights like David Avenesian. I'm telling you, all fans is doing this. Y'all gonna have to sit up here and actually be honorable people. I'm sorry that I thought everybody want to go to heaven one day, but it's getting kind of hard, I guess, for some people. Rolly versus Broner, that'll be a reach. You know what I'm saying? He's not on the Dunn King promotions or not affiliated. I mean, it could happen, but I don't know if they're working with Al Heyman and all those other people with Dunn King. But yeah, that would be a good fight. But that's just like some outside the ring stuff, some barking stuff. I ain't really after that Ryan Garcia stuff. I'm not really into the seeing the matchups to see these guys bark at each other at the press conference. Because I see right now they don't do nothing but just produce fans who don't really like boxing like that. Because they ain't gonna keep it truthful anyways. It would be a dope fight, but honestly, I don't want to see it right now. I don't. Especially with Rolly, like he couldn't even finish his last fight. Like at least Adrian Broner got his teeth knocked out and everything. And he still finished the fight. So it's like Rolly didn't even finish his last fight against Pitbull Cruz. I mean, they stopped the fight. Everybody said it was a good stoppage. Okay, but like I said, he got beat by an old man. He got beat up by an old man. He technically didn't win on paper, but we know what's up. So a lot of these guys is coming off bad losses and bad fights. Very bad fights. Technically, Rolly coming off the same thing, if not worse than what Wilder had went through. Because he went 12 rounds of Parker. But Rolly was getting dropped by the old guy. Then he got dropped by Eastside Cruz. So it's like, nah, I don't know. He might have to fight for his career right now. If he want to be something like that, like a sideshow, he can. But to be honest, a lot of people not taking him serious right now. And from what I see, he don't want to be looked at as like a sideshow, but he can if he want to. If he want to be like a sideshow or somebody glamorized like that, okay. Because I'm telling you right now, Ryan Garcia is another Adrian Broner. I don't know why everybody don't see it. I see people trying to play sides like he ain't just getting locked up. But he's another Adrian Broner, running around talking about who he slept with and he done did this with this boxer's wife and girlfriend. Yeah. He's about worse than bro is now because At this point right now, he's doing a little too much. Adrian Broner ain't getting caught with no PEDs. Now imagine if Adrian Broner was caught with PEDs, how these people would be acting. If he went out there and stopped Blair Cobbs that got caught on PEDs, just imagine how these fans would be. Just imagine. They can't imagine that. That's why I can't wait. People don't know it. What I'm waiting on is Ryan Garcia next fight. At this point right now, I don't even care about no suspension because it's gonna be hard to get a fight for him. They saying Conor Ben because they know Conor Ben was on that juice before. That's why everybody's saying Conor Ben. That's the only reason. They like Conor Ben, you know. Why you saying Conor Ben for? He was on that juice. Oh, that's why. Because one subject that people been talking about lately was, oh, guys need to fight on their own weight and they're not fighting at their natural weight, gaining a lot of weight. Nah, I don't think it would because Blair Cobbs talk just as much as Rolly do. Rolly just talk slow and say stupid stuff, but Blair Cobbs talk just as much crap as Rolly does. And I don't think Adrian Broner is at that stage of his career where he's just gonna be going back and forth with some young guy. That's why we ain't hear him really say nothing in the fight, but nah, Rolly, Adrian Broner ain't gonna really talk to nobody in no press conference no more. As far as he ain't do that with Blair Cobb, so he don't really. It's not like how he used to be when he was doing the Can Man stuff. Nah, he just trying to make sure he can go 10, 12 rounds. That's about it in his career right now. But trust me, Ryan gonna be there. As soon as he get off that Bane pack, he gonna be good. As soon as Ryan get out that Bane pack, he gonna be straight. He gonna be back to normal. He gonna be 47. He might be 54. I'm telling y'all, people better pray Ryan Garcia can make 47 and actually have some power. Because if he's at 54 and he can't make 47 because of some diuretics or whatever be going on with the IVs, man, he gonna be struggling. He might get knocked out of his shoes. I'm telling y'all. Y'all don't understand what I seen that night. I called everything, bro. I'm telling y'all, when I be watching the fight, I literally narrate everything. First thing I said was, wow, Ryan Garcia looks huge when he was in the ring. That was the first thing I said. I didn't notice it till after the fight. Then a couple of days later, then he popped for the PEDs. I'm like, whoa, man, he was huge during the fight. Now it all makes sense. But everybody ain't gonna get caught slipping like that. Pitbull, he ain't going for it. But he's not gonna fight any 140s. There's not one guy at 140 right now being discussed with Ryan Garcia. Not even Teofimo. Teofimo was like, man, I'm glad I didn't fight him. I almost did. I told everybody. I reported that. So all these fights I've been reporting have been real. Teofimo just said that he was trying to fight Ryan Garcia, but it didn't happen. And he's glad. Nobody questioned why he was glad that he didn't fight Ryan Garcia. Telling y'all, man, these dudes ain't trying to fight, man. People should have been praising Devin Haney for that performance. You fought a guy that nobody else would have fought. They already telling y'all that. All the boxers right now are telling y'all, I can't fight the same Ryan Garcia that Devin Haney just fought. I got Earl Spence winning. No doubt. I got Earl Spence winning. I think people think Errol Spence losing to Terrence Crawford makes Errol Spence. It's just a style matchup sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And then Terrence Crawford just better. You know what I'm saying? That's it. But Errol Spence being a bum, nah. That's like saying because Triple G lost to Canelo that he's just much, even though people will say, well, he got stopped by they'll say, well, he got stopped by Crawford. Well, that doesn't mean anything. Andrew Ruiz was dropping Anthony Joshua. They end up stopping him. I could say knocked out because Deontay Wilder ended his fight, just his Zilly Zhang fight against the Chinese boxer. He ended his fight just like Anthony Joshua ended his fight against Ruiz. But everybody said Wilder got knocked out, though, if you look at the headlines. Nobody said Anthony Joshua got knocked out. So I technically can say he got knocked out as well. So yeah. Spence was getting dropped and stuff, but he ain't getting, well, you can say, look at the other guys that got knocked out, though. Ruiz, and then Anthony Joshua came right back, went 12 rounds with Ruiz, end up winning. Sometimes it just ain't your day. But yeah, I know what time it is with Ryan Garcia, though. I gave Ryan Garcia all the credit in the world before the Devin Haney fight. But that's where it ended, though. I'm being realistic. I got to tell the truth. The fact that I know he's on, and then I'm going to be real. I knew he was on something years ago, man. I just ain't said nothing. Dude's been huge, man. He's a skinny guy. You go look at his old pictures, he's skinny as a rail. That dude ain't in the gym like that. Ryan Garcia ain't in the weight room like that. Ain't nobody seen Ryan Garcia under no bench press on no IG Live. Let's be real. Frank Martin, he ain't been around as far as in front of the camera that long as Ryan Garcia. And he got more gym clips and videos than Ryan Garcia does. All of a sudden, he just got bigger. Okay. He gonna have some trouble finding some fights, I'm telling y'all. I'm telling you. That win was probably the biggest thing that's gonna slow him down. Because without that, he probably could have squeezed by and had some other fights by now with these other guys. But now these other guys like, nah, I'm not trying to get in the ring with him. That's too much of a risk. He's doing something now that can possibly stop my career. If somebody go out there and get dropped or stopped by Ryan Garcia right now, they can end their career. They're going to get trolled. The attention on it now. So you got to have everything clean, right weight. But at 47, you're going to have some issues, though. I try to tell people, man. That's why I don't be trolling sometimes. I just respond to the troll stuff, but it's just to let people know, like, I know what I'm talking about, man. It's going to happen. It's definitely going to happen. From what I'm seeing right now, if he go to 147, he's not going to be able to do anything. He's not going to be the same fighter at 47. I can guarantee that. I know that for sure, for sure. He's not going to be the same guy at 47. He's definitely not going to be the same guy at 47. At 54, he can kind of squeeze by that, but he's going to have to fight some lower level names. It's going to be a risk. Now, he can do some different things, like try to bring somebody like Rolly up to 47 or something. There could be some situations that happen, but let these guys try to play with him if they want to, try to jump in the ring. They'll end up getting knocked out. But yeah, he's gonna be too heavy for 47. It's gonna cause some issues. It's definitely gonna cause some issues. That's why Tank need to stay where he's at right now, because if you see guys putting on weight like that after fights, but it looked like he want to fight Ryan Garcia though. A lot of people said that Tank's not fighting at 140 and stuff like that, but I don't know. Right now, Ryan Garcia can fight him at 47, I guess. But 140, that's not gonna happen. He's saying he don't want to be drained. That's kind of crazy. But Tank gotta learn from this situation, because I guess that's why he put guys on rehydration now. We see how Ryan Garcia was affected by it. Maybe that was a good game plan. I can't really go against the rehydration no more. Oh, I don't think Ryan Garcia will fight Boots. I don't think he will. Ryan Garcia definitely. I don't think he'll fight Boots. Or I don't know if his people will let him fight Boots. That's why I said Boots probably more realistic to fight Conor Ben, but it could happen. Hey, it could happen. It could happen. They could do something where, yeah, it could happen. They got the Matchroom and Golden Boy 5 for 5 coming up. So I don't know if they could do a fight like that possibly. But I don't know if he gets suspended, it's not gonna happen. But I think Conor Ben gonna end up fighting Jerron Ennis eventually. He probably signed knowing that he got a possibility at that fight, so that would have been a good decision for him. But I'm telling you though, take the news and pass it around, bro. It's gonna be hard for Ryan Garcia to find a fight at 47, and he's not gonna be the same fighter. If he had to use PEDs to lose weight, well, I ain't saying that's allegedly, but I'm saying that's the situation. Allegedly, if that happened, those 4 pounds and those 3 pounds he says make a difference. That means it's gonna be hard for him to make 47 on his own. So 54, he probably could do 47, 1 or 2 fights if he tries hard. But it's gonna be some tough sledding, man. A lot of people gonna really go in there with their best against him now. They know that, oh, he possibly can do this and that. Oh, let me try to get him out of here early. I'm gonna try to make a statement. If I beat him, I can go viral. I can have 1 million followers. I end up beating Ryan. So yeah, he gonna have a lot of pressure on him. It's a lot of guys like that. Even now, people think, a lot of us fans or other fans thought, no, he's not suspended right now, as far as I know. I mean, in the United Kingdom, yeah. Far in the United States, he good, ain't he? As far as in the US, he good. And I think he good in Saudi Arabia. Yeah, in the United Kingdom, he's not, but everywhere else, he's good. Yeah, they're being tough on certain guys who test for PEDs. They don't really play around like that. That's why the Conor Ben situation is kind of different, because they're not playing with him as far as the process. But him and Ryan Garcia getting in the ring, that makes sense. 2 guys who failed. That's not surprising. But fight him before Jerron Ennis, I mean, I don't know. I can probably see Conor Ben doing that, but not really. Oh, that's a good question. He should be able to, I think, as far as I know. But I don't know. I really don't know the situation on that one. I can't even speak on it. I would be disingenuous to even do that. I really don't know. If I had to guess, I would probably say it'll be like the Carter Ben situation. You know, Carter Ben got suspended. I really don't know that situation though. But I know Carter Ben is suspended in United Kingdom, and he's traveling other places and getting fights. So as far as I know, yeah, it got loopholes around it, but Ryan Garcia's his core base is in America. You know what I'm saying? So him going overseas, they don't really have a spot for him like that. But I mean, it can happen. But if he goes over there and actually does that, it'll be a bad look, to be real with you. I wouldn't do it, me personally. I think like when Amir Khan got suspended, he didn't fight anybody. So usually guys don't fight when that stuff happens. So, but who knows? In Conor Ben's situation, it definitely has happened. He definitely went somewhere else and fought when he got suspended. So it's kind of a rough time to take time off right now. When you got turkey out of sheet throwing money around. Me personally, I wouldn't try to take a break either. If I sit around just be like, yeah, I'm gonna sit out this next couple of months, and then turkey out of sheet, well, like I got a 5 for 5, a 5 versus 5. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna sit that out and miss out on that money, and then he don't end up doing no more fights after that. You see, Kovalev came back for a fight. That's a lot of money to miss out on. Definitely a lot of money to miss out on. But I think eventually over the next couple of months, a lot of fans gonna realize that, you know, Ryan, he's still a part of the guys who fight anybody. I definitely always consider him that. And you know, it's weird this might say now because it sounds like I be going against him. But I did have this up for a long time. Posting that since what, March? I knew it was gonna happen, man. Not as far as the win. I did not predict the win, but I did predict that him fighting Devin Haney would take the attention away from Canelo. And it has. Like mission accomplished for me because everything that's going on now. It's almost like the perfect storm. Because now it shows that the fans are not caring about Munguia versus Canelo. It showed already. It's passed already, but I told people the pay-per-view numbers is I mean, it's just something to talk about, man. You know, most people are still in these fights anyways. So the numbers don't even matter, to be honest with you, in my eyes. They said 20 million people illegally streamed Fury versus Usyk, so the pay-per-view numbers don't really matter like that. The guys are already getting paid, so it's just something to talk about. But as far as the fan attraction, a lot of these fights aren't that good. Like some of these guys, their biggest fans, they know that these guys aren't challenging themselves. That's why you got guys like Tim Tszyu and Fedora coming in, putting on a tough fight. I'm glad that fight went the way it did because it put pressure on a lot of fights. When you seen how good that Tim Tszyu and Fedora fight was, then you see Canelo sitting around here jabbing against. Well, Canelo did fight good against Munguia. I'm not gonna lie, because he started jabbing. You know what I'm saying? If you really break down, but you know, a lot of people don't talk about the inside the ring like they say they do. But Canelo was jabbing a lot more in that fight than he usually does. You know. I paid attention to that. I'm not a hater. I'll tell the truth. He definitely was jabbing a lot in that fight. He did a good job. But we ready to see that against somebody else, though, man. These guys, a lot of these guys, they wasting their prime years on lower level competition. Not saying that these guys aren't good fighters or entertaining. Cause I like Frank Martin. I think he's a good fighter. But I don't like when guys try to use other people's name to clout chase, like people saying Loma. Man, to be real with you, Loma, ever since I seen Teofimo and Devin Haney fight Lomachenko, if everybody else can't fight Lomachenko, that's their problem. I ain't hear nobody sitting up here making excuses for Devin Haney when they were saying he was ducking Lomachenko. So that's where I'm getting confused at as far as with boxing. They said Devin Haney was ducking Lomachenko. They said that Ryan Garcia was ducking who they said Ryan Garcia was ducking recently? They said Ryan Garcia was ducking Rolling. Oh, all right. I'm probably be gone later on, but I'm gonna be back on tomorrow though, bro. Yeah, man. Go ahead and enjoy your day, bro. Public enemy. But Ryan Garcia, man, he in a nice position right now though, because he got the fans' attention now. That's all I really wanted. All I wanted was for him to bring that attention off Canelo for a while. And it showed. It also showed that there's more attention on that fight than it is on the fights that was in Saudi. Not to say that those fights are bad or anything like that. Just saying it's still hard to kind of build up that kind of promotion just off social media or anything else like that. Ryan Garcia got a good big social media following. So him on social media alone is helping kind of grow the sport right now, because MMA don't got no personalities right now. As much as people say MMA is great, it's a better sport. Bro, I'm gonna tell you something right now. As a guy who watched MMA from day one, a day one UFC fan, these guys be capping about MMA a lot. They ain't putting on the best fights. Cause it's a lot of guys that people want to see John Jones fight and other guys that we never seen fight. So for them to just be like, oh, we put on the best fights, nah. They just as bad as boxing. In boxing, they put on fights maybe too late. But in UFC, you don't even get some of the fights that you asked for. And that's the truth. That's why I'm saying, like, people don't understand. And they always say, man, y'all always watching boxers in America because guys have attention. Even if they have all the Saudi Arabia fights, Ryan Garcia still got the attention of the fans in America and fans around the world, really. And we can see that now. It only take one fight, but guys don't want to put big fights together. And it's a bad thing too. We got young guys putting on bigger fights than the older guys, like Canelo. Canelo cannot keep having these younger guys put on bigger fights. It was gonna be a real bad thing if Tim Tszyu would have fought Virgil Ortiz before they canceled it. That was gonna be a big fight too. So you got Tim Tszyu fighting. See, he's been fighting tougher competition as well too. Like Tim Tszyu gonna fight Fundor, then Virgil Ortiz. So it's a lot of guys. Then was gonna try to possibly fight Terrence Crawford. So a lot of these young guys not playing, man. I gave a warning last year about what was gonna happen. Even with Raymond Ford losing to Nick Ball, he just fought like 2 or 3 months ago and got a belt. That dude just got a belt, then jumped into another fight, and he wasn't even supposed to fight at featherweight. He was gonna give up the belt, but he ended up fighting Nick Ball. It ended up being a good fight. He lost. But a lot of these guys are young, man, very young. They're not gonna wait around and try to figure out who's the next face of boxing and everything else. They're gonna try to beat everybody. And Turkey out of sheet throwing around a lot of money right now. So a lot of guys gonna get exposed. And a lot of people getting older. I know that as well, but a lot of people can get exposed, man. I'm talking about over time. We're gonna have losses. But as far as like the competition, it's starting to get rough now. That's why I said I'm glad the fans kind of moving away from the boogeyman talk and saying certain guys are unbeatable and everything else, because right now, most of the guys right now aren't fighting the best. Like the best they can fight right now, they're not fighting it. Canelo's fighting Munguia. He's not the best. Tank's fighting Frank Martin. I like Frank Martin. I'm a fan of Frank Martin, not just because he's fighting Tank Davis. I like Frank Martin whether he fights Tank Davis or anybody. But is he considered the best? Not yet. When if he wins, and when he wins, if he wins, then he'll be considered the best. But right now, the public doesn't consider him the best. So we got to actually look at the fighters who's actually fighting, who they consider the best. Is Ryan Garcia considered one of the best? Yes. Devin Haney's fighting. Is Madrimov at 154 a champion? Is he considered one of the best? Yes. You got Crawford fighting. Trying to fight Canelo. Is Benavidez trying to fight one of the best? Vozick at 75? Yes. He's trying to fight the best. So I only like guys who are trying to fight the best. If you're not trying to fight the best, it's going to get exposed. The good thing about me is I don't have to explain why my favorite fighters is fighting the best. People already know they're fighting the best because every time they fight on a Saturday, they're watching. I seen and I hate who fought last week. It was somebody who fought like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. Oh, I'll say something else too, and I hate to say this, but I'm just gonna be honest. And this is no disrespect to Xander Zayas. I think he is an excellent fighter. The Adrian Bronner fight was more exciting than that fight. If we're gonna be real, that fight was more exciting than the Xander Zayas fight. It was a snooze fest. The Adrian Bronner fight was way more entertaining. And people say, man, he need to retire. So what? So we can watch these other guys put him to sleep? These other guys throw 50 punches in a whole fight? And that wasn't the champion fault. That was the other guy that everybody was talking about got a lot of power. But you know what I'm saying? These guys ain't even knocking each other out no more. We got fights with no knockdowns, no knockouts. The fights we do get with knockouts, we don't really appreciate them. Like guys are trying to knock each other out. It's like we don't appreciate real boxing no more. And these other guys who's boxing, man, they putting boxing's going away. It's not really that good no more with certain people in certain fights. Just the style matchups. Y'all seen it recently with like the hugging. That last fight, it wasn't Jared Anderson fought last fight, but that last fight he had when the guy was hugging and everything like that. Now Tyson Fury, he puts on good fights. Even though he hugs, you know, he'll let his hands fly a little bit. So he puts on entertaining fights. He gets dropped a lot. That plays a part as well. But overall, man, a lot of these guys, they got to prove themselves every day. You got certain people now, they're only 33, talking about they did enough. You've done enough. Bro, y'all could never be compared to a guy like Manny Pacquiao or especially Manny Pacquiao. When Manny Pacquiao was like 33, 34 years old, he was knocking out Hall of Famers that weighed way more than him. We got guys now, they 34, 35, they're like, yeah, I'm ready to retire. Nah, you got Usyk and Crawford 36, 37 fighting the best. That's why I said the pressure's going to be on. We're not finna sit around and try to have older fighters put all the pressure on them, and then the younger guys, we putting all the pressure on them, but not on the guys who's in the prime, in the middle. Now, you got to be some balance, man. That's why I told people a couple years ago, hey, I want to see Crawford fight Charlo, Canelo. That could have all happened by now. Hopefully it does, but man, Crawford ain't getting no much younger. You know what I'm saying? They trying to have him fight for how longer? How much longer? Like they're setting up all kind of fights. He just signed the other fight. Now they're saying, oh well, Canelo. I can't hold up hopes for Canelo. Right now, it looks like Canelo using Crawford's name to push fights. Because you could have just signed to fight him before Munguia. And we still talking about you possibly fighting him? Like, nah, man, I'm not trying to hear that. It does sound like a good fight for Saudi Arabia though, but guys got too many options, man. I'm telling you, the secret to boxing is get you a fighter where you ain't gotta beg him to fight the best. I ain't never had to ask Terrence Crawford, hey man, will you fight the best? Never had to ask none of these guys. Even Ryan Garcia in his situation. I'm not gonna lie though. One excuse I used to make for Ryan Garcia and with Devin Haney too as well. I was like, man, these guys are younger. You know what I'm saying? They're not like 39, 29 or 30 like these other guys, especially like Tank now. Tank 29, about to be 30. He's not around these guys' age, so these guys are younger. People are like, yeah, Ryan Garcia need to fight somebody now. So I can understand everything that's going on, but I'm not making no excuse for it. Never. Never will. But I can understand why though. Because bro, he stays on the internet. He would not stop tweeting. Him and Tank, bro, they'll tweet and post no matter what. Which it's not a problem, but I don't want to see bro get trolled though. I don't want to see Tank get trolled in a situation where if he gets dropped or something like that, then he go out there and drop. He could be in the same situation like anyway. Tank could be in a situation where he get dropped in the first round, turn around, drop Frank Martin in the 6th round, and then people will say, man, he got dropped, man, he ain't got no chin. But you know, anyway, had the same situation, so we got to see. One thing I like about boxing though, we get to see how loyal certain guys' fan bases are. And in America, a lot of these guys ain't loyal. These fan bases, they not loyal. They're gonna get tested this weekend. It's gonna be a huge test. I can't wait to see what goes on though. But it's gonna be different than it has been in the past though. A lot of this stuff's starting to change. But I got some big news coming about the Saudi Arabia thing, but I don't want to put that out just now because a lot of that stuff dangerous, man. Can't just put certain news out without being accurate. Definitely can't put that in news out just to put it out. I could put some of it out on the members page though, but for the public, I can't do it. A lot of these, I think got some weird messages. But if Tank Davis goes out there and loses his fight though, Frank Martin get a rematch though. They got a rematch clause. No rehydration, but a rematch clause definitely available. I wonder when that press conference is gonna start too. Let me go look this up real quick. Anybody know when that press conference is gonna start? Oh, it's on right now. Oh, they ain't started yet. Yeah, they haven't started yet. It's live now though. They may be starting in. Let me see. Should be starting in about 15, 20 minutes. Yeah, I want to see what Tank says to Frank Martin today. Got a couple of days before the fight. See what the pressure is gonna be on these guys. It's gonna be a very good fight though. It's gonna prove a lot, man. Find out what these guys are really in their careers. And Frank Martin can go out here and shot Tank Davis. That's gonna be a big deal. But if Frank Martin, if Tank Davis can put on the show, him and Benavidez go out there and put on the show with Vozic, they'll show a lot too. I'm looking for Benavidez to really go to that next level. A lot of people said Benavidez gonna have some trouble, end up losing too. I don't think that's gonna happen. I definitely don't think that's gonna happen. It's definitely gonna be a tough one. It's gonna be a very good press conference though. Especially after yesterday of missing the arrivals. It's probably gonna make everything better. Give it a lot more of a build up. Yeah, that'll definitely give a lot more of a build up. I want to see some boxing news before I get off of here. Oh yeah, I got some big boxing news I need to report when I get off of here. I actually got a story finna drop now, but yeah, Canelo been looking for some big fights still. They're talking about some possible fights in Saudi Arabia, so we gonna see, man. Turkey out of the sheet making some moves right now. We definitely gonna find out how far this stuff can go. Yeah, but Turkey out of the sheet putting on the big fights though, especially the 5-for-5s. That's definitely what we've been waiting on to see in boxing for a long time. Actually, see cards like that. Promotional companies going against each other. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and check out this live press conference. I'll check back in probably later on or tomorrow. That's all I got, man. Like and subscribe.